Hello everyone, Marsh W13 here with another hotel review, and this week we are in the undisputed wine capital of the United States, Napa Valley, in downtown Napa to be exact, and we're staying in a bed and breakfast called the Churchill Manor. This is essentially a 10,000 square foot mansion constructed by Edward Churchill, who was one of the founders of the city of Napa. And it was constructed, I believe, in the late 1800s when he and his wife arrived here from New York. And he was essentially a pivotal player in the founding of the original bank of the city of Napa, which eventually became part of the Bank of America. And so he was a very wealthy man, and he built what was, I believe, the largest home in at least the Napa Valley area constructed during that time. And if I'm not mistaken, this bed and breakfast is comprised of 12 rooms. I think it's either 10 or 12 spread across 3 floors. We are on the 3rd floor. There are certainly no elevators in this old house, so please be advised if you have luggage, you may want to request a lower floor. But this 3rd floor, I believe, was originally the attic, and when I think after the San Francisco earthquake of 1906, was it? This mansion was heavily renovated by the Churchill family, with the original Mr. Churchill having passed by then, and I believe that eventually the 3rd floor attic was, of course, converted into these bedrooms that we have today, and I believe that one of the Churchill children fell on hard times financially and ended up renting these rooms out to college students until the 1940s or 50s or something like that. Now, each of the rooms, including this one, are named after an official viticultural area. An AVA, I guess, I believe is the correct term, like Rutherford or Stag's Leap. This particular room is called Knoll, I believe. All right, enough history. Let's get on with the tour, and we'll start with perhaps the most important part, this king bed. And you can see that the impressions that I'm leaving here are not immediately bouncing back. I would say that this bed is on the firm side, and it's not terribly springy in my opinion, but plenty of pillows, and I think it will be, relatively comfortable to sleep in. And if I'm not mistaken, there are some supplementary pillows over there in that armoire. But as you can see, as you would expect from a historically oriented bed and breakfast, everything sort of is antique and genuine and appears sort of period authentic. Not a lot of perhaps electrical outlet availability as you would find in a standard hotel, but in this little sitting area over here where we have a chair that is upholstered with the same kind of pattern, I think, as these sort of throw pillows here, there is a little hub of regular standard electrical outlets, and a clock radio, and a very unique lamp with some sort of bird. Alright, next we'll check out the closet. Let's see here. Not many hangers. Interesting for a bed and breakfast. Some pretty nice looking monogrammed, what look like bathrobes. Kind of unique looking. And again, some more plush pillows perhaps. Plenty of room here, just not a lot of hangers. And surprisingly, a ironing board and iron. Probably not enough room to stuff an entire suitcase in here unless you maybe made some additional room by removing some of these items. But there does appear to be one of these fold-out stands for a large suitcase if you so desire. But again, very nice and correctly themed furnishings. Now, right past the foot of the bed is a coffee table with these sort of doilies housed under glass, and then we have, I guess, a sort of day bed, which is made up and ready to be used for lounging or as a bed, and it's kind of springy and creaky. But that's the charm of a bed and breakfast, and of course you have a antique phone as well, which does have a dial tone when the receiver is lifted. A lot of people probably don't know how to use these. And we also have a fireplace with some decorative plates on the mantle, but you can see that there is a flame there going already in that fireplace, and I believe that if we wanted to engage the gas feature, we would just flip this switch, but I'm not going to do that right now. It's 85 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and then you have this antique piece as well. Couple of wine glasses, couple of Kirkland bottles of water, and some homemade chocolates, which I believe are made from the House Cabernet from the vineyards of the owners of this bed and breakfast, who have owned Churchill Manor for over 30 years now. And in the corner over here, just outside of the main bathroom, you have a tub. And again, antique looking fixtures here. Very charming. Plenty of towels and an interesting selection of bath products that appears to include some bath crystals. So that's kind of a nice touch. But interesting to have this, of course, in the same room as the bed. But inside of the bathroom itself, we have a small shower, glassed in, and a toilet, low-flow toilet, they warn you, and a sink, single basin here with some bath products on the side. Nothing particularly special or luxurious here. This looks like an old style wall mounted hair dryer there. You don't see that every day. And painting of a glass of Sauvignon Blanc on the wall. So there's so many wonderful things that a good bed and breakfast can offer, from an incredible hot breakfast served every morning to, in this bed and breakfast case, charming antique furnishings, a 10,000 square foot mansion with an original foyer that is a sight to behold, and perfectly manicured grounds. located in the heart of downtown Napa and only steps away from some of the greatest wineries in the world. So would I recommend this place after having only spent a couple of hours here thus far? I would say I would. As with everything else in Napa, including the full-service hotels and motels, the stays here are pretty pricey. But again, the location, the parking, everything is top-notch. And the purveyors, who again have owned this property for over 30 years, are wonderful hosts. So I believe that's going to do it for this review. Until next time, happy and safe travels. Marsh W13 out.